that this is an important collaboration within our region, and this is a concerted effort to ensure the safety of our citizens here in Shreveport and in Bossier City and within the parish. So thank you all so much. I can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you, Councilwoman Taylor. Just like we're highlighting our partnerships, we also have partnerships with our Caddo Parish Commission. We do have Commissioner Ronald Cochran here. Would you like to speak, sir? Come on.
I would just like to say, I think the law enforcement in its entirety, for which you all do daily, this is just a small demonstration of what you do on a daily basis. The thing is that people do not have a clue what you do each and every day. Some of the things that you have targeted, but most of all, what you do, and this will keep some young people alive. And I thank you very much for this.
Thank you, Commissioner. So as you can see, there's a large amount of stuff here, and just to kind of sum it up, guys, that's not even a quarter of it. These guys did a tremendous job. We were very thankful for our partnership with the Bossier Parish Sheriff's Office, and I think this is the first time I ever actually get to introduce the Bossier Parish Sheriff.
I get to go for chief. I am one. Well, this is just a result of what we should be doing anyway. I know around the country you see, and are certainly aware of some of the conflicts and law enforcement not only not cooperating with each other, but working against each other. So I can't even imagine that. But we're in an environment here. This was really integral that everybody worked together because some of this is the same network of folks, and so we had to all be on the same sheet of music. And so we're honored to be part of y'all. I know the state, the alcohol control group is involved as well. And these are the results of all that different hard work. And I understand we still have some more warrants we haven't even executed yet, so it's not over. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. And now to talk a little more about the operation and what we did going into this, I'd like to welcome Chief Wayne Smith.
Well, as I often say to the community, we are North Louisiana. We're one big community. Red River only is a great place to fish. It doesn't divide people. It's just a great place to fish. What you see behind me here are photos of those that was arrested on February the 4th during this operation. This is our wall of shame. They should be ashamed for what they did. Our partners work together year-round to make our community safe. On February the 4th, the Shreveport Police Department Office of Special Investigation, working in partnership with the Bossier Parish Sheriff's Office, executed a coordinated operation targeting multiple locations involved in the illegal sale of narcotics. As I said and say time and time again, crime has no boundaries. These locations were operating under the appearance of vape and vape product businesses while distributing illegal drugs. Officers executed search warrants at three businesses here in the city limits of Shreveport. One at Centenary and Olive, one in the 500 block of Olive, and another one in the 3100 block of North Market. As Chris said, this is only a small portion of the illegal narcotics that was seized from these locations. Nearly 400 pounds, I repeat that, nearly 400 pounds of illegal narcotic was seized during that operation. We found in some of these locations, they had hidden compartments inside of their businesses where they were hiding the illegal stuff. 3 individuals were arrested here in Shreveport. This gentleman, and this gentleman were arrested operating these businesses. All 3 of these suspects were identified as being in the United States on work visas at the time of their arrest. This was a coordinated, intelligence-driven enforcement action aimed at disrupting organized illegal drug distribution here in North Louisiana, in our community. These narcotics were being sold in locations frequented by our young people in our area. They were in locations that already face unique challenges. We're seeing clear evidence that vape and vape-related products are making their way into our schools, into our homes, into our workplace, exposing our youth to the dangers of addictive substances. Many of these illegal substances can have serious and long-term health consequences, especially for developing adolescents. There is currently limited regulation surrounding vape and vape type related retail sales in the environment. Currently, we are proposing legislation. The administration is to give law enforcement here in Caddo Parish a better hand at helping to regulate these businesses. The Shreveport Police Department will continue to aggressively investigate and hold both individuals and businesses accountable when they endanger our community. Protecting our children and those who are most vulnerable is top priority on our list. We'll continue to work with all our law enforcement partners to identify, investigate, and dismantle illegal drug operations. Community cooperation is very important in that endeavor, and reporting suspicious activity remain critical in helping us to keep our community safe. The final message that I would like to send out in the community as it relates to illegal substances and the distribution of it. If you don't have your pharmacy license, don't do it. If you do it, law enforcement partners will be looking for you. And we're ready to answer any questions that you may have.
Chief, did this have any connection with your department and the sheriff's department to what has been taking place in Cenla and around the state?
This operation identified, I won't say a ring, but they are related in the sense of moving the products. They are connected. There was, beside the arrest of these three at these locations, there are additional arrest warrants that are pending, and it's still an ongoing investigation. But I think it's probably safe to say that there are connections between the arrest on Bossier side, on Bossier side, and Shreveport side.
Can you give us the nationalities of those who are here on work visas? And I'm sure that they have detainers now after they've been prosecuted or processed to go on to immigration.
It's possibly so. That moves on to another level of ATC, I believe. The sheriff may can tell you more about them, but that moves on to another level to enforce that part of their while they're here.
I'm not certain of the nationality.
We do know several of them did have India work visas showing to be from India. However, the true country of origin, it is up for dispute when it comes to some of those situations.
Thank you.
Chief, are any of these the owners of the vape shops? The people that you already arrested?
The owners have been difficult to tie down because in some cases, and we encountered it with Interpol in some time ago, the ownership changes name quite often. So it's hard to keep up with it. So I'm not sure if any of these the owners or not, but they were there and they were in control. That's enough for me to start with. But in our current legislation that we actually council proposed, we're going to hold the owners of the business just as accountable as the workers in the business and also the location. In our liquor store, places that sell alcohol, if it's a violation, it goes against that property. So it doesn't matter who owns it after that. That property is still held accountable along with the owners.
Chief's exactly right. That's been part of the problem with enforcement. You go there today, you do all this, you go back tomorrow and do all this. Start the whole thing over again. So we've got to have something with some teeth. We're working on something too, Chief.
Good. Okay.
And can you go over some of the narcotics that you guys confiscated?
I can't hardly pronounce the name of it. It's a lot of, okay, here goes some. Okay, raw, whatever that is, we got 100 pounds of raw. And I would assume that's probably the stuff that look like green tea. Any of you like green tea? All right, gummies, we got 87 pounds of gummies. And all of this is THC laced to the point where it's beyond what's legal to be distributed in a retail establishment. Wax oil, I don't know what that is. Kratom, mushroom. And also in that operation, we seized $30,000+ in cash that we can, without a doubt, prove that was as a result of the sale of illegal narcotics.
And have these same type of brands of narcotics been found in the hands of children?
Yes, I say absolutely yes. Every once in a while, I get a call my office due from a parent who has located something in their children's pocket or in their children's room, and we track it back to particular shops and stores. And you know, it is not just the places that are on the surface vape shops. There are many across our community, small convenience stores that has moved in the direction of selling these products.
Can you get the distributors who move this product, let's say, into a convenience store that sells gasoline and other edibles around the city? Or is it hard to reach in to that particular area to take a lot of this off the street?
It's going to help us when we get the legislation change where law enforcement, period, we can go into an establishment that sells alcohol. We can go in at any time and say, give me your invoice where you purchased it, and check that with what's on the shelf to make sure that it is legitimately purchased and distributed. So we're hoping getting similar legislation for this kind of stuff will aid in that.
Do you know if you're selling more of the synthetics now than you are of the bags of weed or the fentanyl or anything else? Are synthetics among the top 3 that you're recovering?
I don't know. I'll have to consult with the people who deal with a lot more than I do. I really don't know. I really don't know the answer to that.
I mean, one thing we deal with a lot, some of these businesses sell legal products, but you have to be 21 in order to buy it. So, of course, if it's completely illegal, it doesn't matter what age you are. But there are products that are legal, but you have to be 21 to do it. A lot of times that's a big problem, selling underage.
Absolutely. And the products that were seized during this operation are products that are illegal to sell anywhere in the United States. But some way or another, they're being manufactured and are making their way to our stores, to our cities, to our streets, to our children.
How long does it take to pull off an operation like this?
Operations take a long time. They're not just overnight. It's a big coordinated effort between the agencies. There ain't no set time. It may take a year to get to this point or longer.
Chief, a lot of this looks like something you could walk into a grocery store and buy. Were some of these things that were out on shelves that just happened to be illegal, or was a lot of this in back rooms? Y'all mentioned something about a hidden room. How does it break in?
Both. Some of it you had to ask for by name, street name, code name, and the people would go get it and bring it to you. It was not out in plain view. Some of it was.
But if there were items that were on shelves, I'm guessing it doesn't matter whether the people working there knew it was not supposed to be sold or not. It's same kind of punishment. Regardless of your knowledge of.
Absolutely. If you're in an established business, you should know the product that you got and that you sell.
All right. We thank all you guys for coming out, and we really want to thank the Bossier Sheriff for coming and lending his resources as well as teaming with our guys to take these guys down. This was a coordinated strike. We actually had a member of our media staff with us when some of this went down. Miss Gabrielle was there, so she got to kind of see the challenges that go into this. And as Chief indicated earlier, these products are being sold in areas where there are children. Right next to some of these products, you had grapefruit snacks and drinks, all marketed to children. And that's the dangers of this. Narcotics game is changing. This is what the future of it looks like. Street corner dope is not what it used to be. And ever since there were laws, there's been people that try to find ways to break them. And that's what these people are doing, and that's what we're targeting them for. So we thank y'all for coming out. If y'all like any one-on-ones, I'm sure the sheriff or chief or mayor, councilwoman, commissioner would want to do that. Thank y'all.